You want to tell us why you're out here today?
Yeah, I'm out here just against Kavanaugh's nomination and the FBI trial and in support of Dr. Ford. Just here to protest, really.
Would you be willing to reconsider his nomination if they had a thorough FBI investigation?
No.
Do you think that we should always believe women?
Yes.
How would you respond to the argument that occasionally, back in the Jim Crow era, white women would falsely accuse black men of rape and then they would get lynched for it?
What's the argument?
The argument is that sometimes false accusations can be used against men. In this case, I'm using the example of Jim Crow and lynching.
But what are you arguing with that example?
Well, you said that we should always believe all women.
Yes, believe women.
Okay, so, but does that...
Blindly believe people. You should believe people and be critical, but, have common sense.
Do you believe that we've been critical enough of Judge Kavanaugh?
Yes.
But you're still not in favor of his confirmation?
No.
Is there anything that they could do that would make you more comfortable other than dropping him as a nominee?
No.
Okay, any final statements?
Thank you.
I'm here because me too, and we need to be here.
I'm assuming you oppose the confirmation of Justice Kavanaugh?
Absolutely.
Is there any sort of investigation that they could conduct that would change your mind?
Yeah, they can go ahead and start on it.
So you believe that a more thorough FBI investigation, were that to take place, that might increase your likelihood of, if not supporting, at least not opposing his nomination?
Unless he were deemed absolutely innocent, even though I don't believe that he is. She has credible witnesses. She passed a polygraph test. I really, really don't think so, even if they said so, because rapists walk free every single day.
So you think that even if there was an investigation, for example, the executive branch that would be investigating is headed by the president, who's obviously in favor of his nominee. So you think that would be biased?
It is biased. All of it is. He's been waiting for this position for many years. He's been groomed for this position for many years, and here he is. And we finally got a strike in his butt, and he's crying about it. But the president has his back. The president has a lot of people's back. They're in his pocket.
A lot of the chanters have been chanting about Anita Hill and comparing this to the Clarence Thomas Anita Hill controversy. Do you see a parallel being drawn?
Absolutely. I was actually watching that same video last night of Anita Hill.
So you were actually watching the video of her giving her speech before the Senate?
Absolutely.
Any final statements?
Me too. Believe survivors. We need to be heard.
Do you believe that we should always believe survivors?
Only 2% of people that are charged with rape are innocent. So, yeah, I do.
So, for the protection of those 2%, there should be some sort of due process, though?
What about the other 98% that should be in jail? What are you going to ask me about those and why they aren't in jail? Why my 6 rapists that I charged are not in jail right now? You going to ask me about that?
I wasn't personally, but...
Well, of course you weren't, because it wasn't on your agenda. But that's the way it goes. Most 98% of them walk free.
Would you be upset if one of your sons or brothers was one of the 2%?
Absolutely.
So do you think that there should be due process for men who are accused?
That's a very silly question.
Any other statements?
No.
Thank you. We're here on Capitol Hill, where the protesters have taken to the steps and are chanting about the midterm elections. We've got an entire procession here. There seem to be at least a couple thousand people. And let's get a closer look and see what's going on. All right, we've got a group of protesters here blocking a Trump supporter from talking to the press. We're going to see if we can talk to him.
God bless America! Trump is your president! God bless America! Trump is your president! 6 more years! Keep acting like children! 6 more years!
Yeah, we're all here using our voices, though. Do you see anybody else? There's a lot of microphones out here.
Look around.
I've been here for the last 3 days.
Sorry, just show me one other. I'm just saying, centering yourself as a white man in this conversation makes you look like a dick.
I don't know where they went, though.
Shame! 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 Shame!
God bless you, ladies. God bless you. Who are you guys with?
Independent journalists.
Okay. God bless
Any
you.
statements, sir?
Yeah, I'm out here supporting Kavanaugh, supporting our president, rejecting the left who's using victims to manipulate our political process. They're simply trying to block the vote and hold the seat till after November in the hopes that they win the elections. But I believe the American people are watching this and they're rejecting what they're seeing. I believe we're going to get Judge Kavanaugh in today and we're going to win in November.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you think this is really about Roe v. Wade?
10.
Any other statements, sir?
God bless America. God bless President Trump.
I'm here on vacation, and I never been to a protest, so I wanted to come to one and see what it's all about.
Where are you visiting from?
I'm from Norfolk, Virginia, but my mom and I made a trip out here, planned a trip about 2 months ago out here, and I just wanted to come see a protest. I've never seen one before.
Do you have any opinion on the matter that they're discussing?
You know what? As soon as they show me some evidence that Kavanaugh did anything, I'll stand up there with them.
So if they met the evidentiary requirements that you would need in a court trial, you would be satisfied and say we need to pick a different guy?
I would, yes.
Do you think that they're just doing this as a stall tactic in the hopes that they take the Senate in November?
Yes.
Do you think that this is more about Roe v. Wade than Kavanaugh?
For all of them? Yeah, I do.
So you think that this is maybe the reason why they didn't do this for Gorsuch was because he was replacing Scalia, who was already conservative, but now we're replacing a swing vote, and they're worried they might lose Roe v. Wade?
Yeah, I'm sure that's probably most of the reason why they're here.
Would you say?
Did you guys know that? I mean, I don't know if you've looked at the other the other two candidates that Trump was going to pick.
Amy Barrett?
Kavanaugh is by far the most moderate one, and Roe v. Wade is probably something you really don't have to worry about.
Yeah, Amy Barrett would be more likely to go after it.
Barrett would get rid of it real quick. If she was going to get elected, then they'd have more of a case, I would think, against.
And they wouldn't be able to do this to her.
No, because she can't. She's a woman. She can't sexually assault anybody, right?
Well, I mean, they might be able to finagle something.
Maybe. They're pretty slick. Then.
Any other statements, sir?
No, I'm having a great time, though.
Thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you. Thanks.
Here we have some police coming in maybe to instruct the crowd. We see some barriers being moved. Maybe they'll be letting people onto the grass. Clearly a very professional and calm and well-trained police force here in Washington, D.C. Looks like the police force is actually a little more diverse than the crowd. Looks like they may be using zip ties. They're clearly ready for a mass arrest. I can see holstered by some of the officers' hips is what appears to be like a plastic restraining device, plastic handcuffs, zip ties, something like that. It looks like they're getting ready for a mass arrest. Maybe not just yet. There is a police van ready, and they have plastic handcuffs. Any minute now.
Over in the United States Senate, make no mistake, this is about power. This is about raw, naked power. The people who have power and the people who intend that no one else will get that power. So here's how I see it. Yeah, it hurts. No doubt, this hurts. But now is time to turn our hurt into power. Are you ready? So I got a plan. Right now I call it a 30-day plan. And here, oh yeah, you got that. A 30-day plan, and here's that plan. Show them what matters. Take back the Senate, take back the House, vote Democrat up and down, and return power to the people where it belongs.
course he's going to be pissed off.
Reject the violent
If
left.
people are lying about you, wouldn't you be pissed off too?
There's a survivor speaking behind you. Why are we listening to this troll?
We listen to everyone.
Survivor speaking behind you about her experience, and you choose to listen to this troll. Distinguished trial.
I really can't hear you saying this. I can't debate when you're yelling at me.
You can't have a conversation here. That's not what this is for. It's not what you can't have a conversation here. They are not here for a conversation. They are not here for a conversation. They are not here for a conversation. They are not here for a conversation.
My story is I have been assaulted 42 years ago. I know exactly when it happened. I know exactly what happened. I didn't forget. 42 years ago.
So you doubt the credibility of Christine Ford because of that?
100%. I do.
You think this is mainly political?
Pro-life, pro-abortion. That's the main thing in here. Before they know his name, they already have decided to do this.
That's why they didn't care about Neil Gorsuch, because he wasn't tipping the vote, right?
Exactly.
You seem very informed. Thank you.
God bless you. God bless America.
Expose the lies. Democrats are using them. Democrats are using sexual assault survivors. Democrats are using sexual assault survivors. Reject it. Reject it.
I'm challenging the premise of the left. Judge Kavanaugh is a good man who's been unjustifiably attacked by the left, who simply care about protecting abortion. This whole thing was telegraphed by the Democrats 20 minutes after Judge Kavanaugh was announced as the nominee. And ever since then, the Democrats have said that they're going to do everything they could to undermine this seat. That's all this is about. American people are wise to this. We're sick of the lies. We're sick of this nonsense. We're simply because a woman accuses a man that man is automatically considered guilty. We shouldn't believe women automatically, and we shouldn't believe men automatically. We need to believe the evidence. Justice for all. That's what our system is built on. If we go down this road that the Democrats want us to go down, we lose our freedom, we lose our liberty, we lose this nation. Reject it, and I reject it. Show up November. November, these elections are the most important elections of our lifetimes. If we don't show up, we lose this nation. Republicans, conservatives, show up. Show up in November.
Hey, good to see you.
Yeah, we met you at the Anti-Unite the Right rally.
Yes, you did. How's it going?
Very good. How are you feeling right now?
I am feeling fantastic. We are so happy that all of this circus failed, and we have succeeded in confirming the next Supreme Court Justice, the Honorable Brett Kavanaugh.
I mean, how are you feeling right now? Why'd you come out here? How is everything going?
I can't believe that this is happening. I'm very upset.
So you're like kind of in shock?
I don't even think I'm in shock. I'm just disappointed in our they're not even our representatives. This doesn't represent us. So I'm angry that they're not representing the people.
Did you expect it to turn out differently?
Honestly, no. I was hoping for a miracle, but I don't think it's going to happen.
All right, well, I'm sorry you're upset. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
No.
Thank you.